just tryna keep busy, cause you ain't with me. Now this new nigga just hit me. I cannot lie, I feel lonely. He wanna hold me. You know how I get when I'm horny. Over there thinking.
Welcome back to another YouTube channel. It's your girl Naya. Woo! Today is gonna be a good one. It's a good one. Judging by the title, I think y'all already know what is about to go down. I know, right? What happened between me and him? I know, right? We were so cute and stuff. Yeah, but that tells you nothing lasts forever. And the same thing with me and Jordan. Nothing lasts forever, because, you know, me and him is not cool neither. Well, we are cool now. Well, me, Michael, and Jordan are cool now. But, you know, we had to it was a lot going on before we became this way. Because, like, a couple of months ago, I fucking hated him. But I didn't even mean to curse. But I hated him. So, basically, we're going to start from the beginning. So, how we met was because, you know, I was doing my YouTube video and I held the door open for him. That's crazy. I still remember that. I held the door open for him. So I asked him, I was like, I asked him and Jordan, do y'all want to be inside the video? Because, you know, I ain't scared to nobody. So they was like, oh, yeah. So then and then he texted me, because I texted him, actually. I texted him and I was telling him, like, how the video was up. And then that's when he was like, oh, yeah, you're really good at this. Something about potential or some shit like that. Right? But, you know, that's all fun and games, you know. And then we started texting. And the next thing you know, we was talking for like a week or so. And boom, we started dating. You know, it was all fun. Like, you know, that was like my real serious relationship. You know, I met his mother. His mother is a sweet lady, very sweet. His sisters love me. You know, my sister loved him or whatever. He met my mom, he met my dad, he met my grandmother. Oh my god, I think I ran out of the ones I was using. Alright, so I'm gonna have to use the small one. I met his dad and stuff. You know, it was fun. But then, cause you know, like, let me give you a little key, right? So, you know, like, when you first started talking to somebody, you don't never drop all the people that you used to talk to, cause you don't know if, like, you in that relationship is gonna work. You know, so I wasn't mad, but I stopped because after, like, we made a month and a couple of days, I stopped because I was like, oh my god, we're getting serious. So I was like, let me stop. So I'm thinking he stopped talking to the people he used to talk to too. But we're not getting to that part, right? We're not getting into that part yet. So one day, you know, he said that he had to tell me something after school. So, you know, it's like when your boyfriend tell you, like, he got something to tell you, you thinking like, oh shit, he about to break up with me, some other stuff, right? But that wasn't the case. So I got out. And mind you, me and Jordan, we got classes together. So, you know, me and Jordan's always together. And I knew Jordan before I knew Michael. So Jordan was Jordan's my boy best friend. But we're not boy best friends now. We're just friends, like buds type stuff. Right? So it was like, he knew about it. So I used to try to ask him, like, oh, what happened? Put me on before he tells me, so I won't have, like, the reaction that I know I'm going to have. For me? So he was like, oh no, that's none of my business. I can't tell you. That's between y'all two. Which I get, for me. I get that, for me. But it was like, it's like, you always tell me stuff, but now when I want you to tell me, your mouth is closed. Oh my god. Right? So we get out of class. I had Mr. Dust at the time, because me and Jordan had Mr. Dust at the time. So I'm like, what's going on? Put me on. So he like, Jordan, isn't something you need to tell us. So I looked at Jordan. So Jordan like, oh, well, this thing happened to me. This happened to you. So I'm like, what is going on? You know, because like Jordan, he's always laughing. Like he's always laughing. And my thing is, he's always laughing. So at that point, he was being very serious at the point. Like, he was dead serious. And I didn't like how serious he was. That's how I knew something was going on. And somebody wasn't telling me. So Michael like, come in, babe. So I'm like, okay, okay, I'm coming to you or whatever. Y'all might see my real hair. I don't care. So he like, well, you remember how I told you I went to my old school for the game, right? So I'm like, yeah, okay. He like, while I was there, a girl kissed me. So it's like, what? My nigga, what? So he's grabbing my hands because he knew I was gonna smack him. Like, at that time, he knew he messed up right then. But I ain't smack him because it was just like. So I'm looking at Jordan. Jordan's looking at me. Jordan's laughing, mind you. Jordan is laughing. So he thought, I thought he was joking, like, cause Jordan was laughing at that time. So he like, so I'm like, Jordan, he telling the truth, and then Jordan, I looked at him. Jordan stopped laughing. He was like, yeah, that's true. So I'm like my whole world shut down. I was like, so this is cheating. Then he like, nah, I ain't cheat. She came and kissed me. So I'm like, how you let somebody kiss you? Like, you have to be this close for the person to kiss you, type thing. So I mean, it was just like, and then he kept changing his story. First he was like, the girl jumped on him and kissed him or something like that, and then he said that they kissed twice or something. Like, his stories was kept on changing for me. At that point in time, I was done. I didn't want to mess with him. Mind you, we're 1 month. We're 1 month and some couple of days. Like, no, 1 month and like 2 days. I'm not mistaken. So I'm like, you know what? I don't need this in my life. I'm done. Right? You know, but it was like, after we had that talk, my dumb self forgave him like a dummy that I am. And I should have never did that. Like, I should have never did that. I should have left. Why I was there, this is not even for me. I should have left. I really should have left. But you know, I stayed like a dumbass. Okay? That's not even like the worst part. So we good for a couple of days. Then it's like, I had like a gut feeling that, you know, something's going on. Cause it's like, every time I ask for his phone, he'd be like, no, there's nothing in my phone. Da-da-da. Like, he never used to record me. I used to record him all the time, you know. And then he'd be like, his excuse was, oh, every time I try to record you, you will hide your face. Like, don't all girls do that? Like, I'm confused. Like, don't all girls cover their face when their boyfriend record them? Like, you know, that was like a real bummy excuse. Like, you ain't record me because my face wasn't showing. Like, who says that? Like, who, what? So, you know, left it alone. Alright, you ain't record me because I don't show my face. Okay, whatever. Well, toodaloo, right? So, at the time, I needed Jordan help. So, I'm like, Jordan, you think, Jordan even felt like, yeah, something going on. So, I'm like, how about you talk about it? And then the next day, I would go in y'all messages and I would look. So Jordan was with it, and I'm like, all right, let's do this. So they talk about it, and then the next day I'm like, babe, let me see your phone. He's like, oh my god, here we go again. So he gave me his phone. So I already knew where to go, and I read him and Jordan messages. Like, yeah, I already know where to go. Like, the fuck? It's a setup. And he fell for the setup. So, you know. So Jordan, I went in Jordan messages, and he was still communicating with the ex that kissed him and communicating with the other exes. I know he might see this and might be like, yo, you're lying, you know. But I feel like after this video, we're not gonna be friends no more. But you know, it's okay. It's alright. Whatever. Why not? Or he might tell his mom. But his mom probably watching it and be like, Kaya, what are you doing? And then call me like, why would you do that? You know, but for me, it's all love. It's all love. I still love your son. I love you too, mom. But like, you know, alright, that's not even the point. Alright, let me continue. So, what was that? Oh yeah, so I already knew where to go. So he was communicating with his exes and stuff. So I'm just pissed off. Mind you, this is like on our way to school. Like, we're on our way to school. So we're at the L train. Like, so my face changed. He like, what happened? What happened, babe? What happened? And he being all nice. Because he knew I found out something. But he didn't know what I found out. So basically, he getting scared. Like, he's getting scared. So I'm like, I'll talk to you later. So he like, why can't you talk to me now? Because like the type of Michael he is, like, you might see him around school and he got like that serious face, but he's mad sensitive. Like, he about to be tight because I'm blowing his spot up. He's mad sensitive, and he's mad just like, I don't even know how to explain it. But he used to just get scared for no reason. Like, if I be like, oh, I'm gonna talk to you later, or just leave me alone right now, he used to be like, feel like I was gonna break up with him, right? Right. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna talk to you later. So he like, no, talk to me now. So he just come on asking something, and just like, he kept on repeating it. So I got annoyed. So I took his phone and I grabbed it and I grabbed him and I went to him and Jordan's messages, and I'm like, what the fuck? He like, oh, I can explain that. We just do streaks together. Why are you doing streaks with your ex? I don't even do streaks with my ex. Like, are you crazy? I don't even talk to my ex. I could talk to him, feel me? But I'm a good girlfriend. I am a really great girlfriend. So I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Feel me? So he's communicating with his ex. Like, are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? This is not even how I really sound, right? So I'm like, wow, okay. We're doing that ex thing. So he like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop talking to him. I'm like, bro, you wanna stop talking to him? So if I didn't find out, like, you wasn't ever gonna stop talking to them. Like, are you crazy? So I'm like, Michael, spin me with the ball. Like, spin me with the ball. Like, I wanted to knock him out so bad. So bad I wanted to knock him out. So basically, that situation happened. And, you know, Jordan, he fixed it. Like a dumbass. Like, and I don't understand, like, why nobody would have let me leave. But, you know, my dumb self ran back to him. So it wasn't just him. It wasn't just him. I ran back to him. So, right. You call me dumb. Y'all can call me dumb in here. I'm dumb myself. But, you know, mad people always run back. So I can't be that dumb. Because boys and girls, they do be running back to their exes and stuff. So who was that? Okay. So, what was I? So, you know, I forgave him. We all good. I think we're 3 months now. We're 3 months. So, Christmas came. Had a good time. He never went to go see the tree that lighted. So I'm like, all right, babe, let's go see the tree that we lighted. And we had a great time. He was not happy. I was not happy. It was good to see him smile. Whatever. You know. Then it was a situation that happened when it was me, Jordan, my old best friend Nyanza, and Michael. So I went to Jordan's house. So I went to go pick Michael up because my old girl best friend and Michael, they live in the same buildings. So basically, he had an attitude or whatever. I think his mother did something to him. I don't remember it was something about his mother, right? So he had an attitude like the whole train ride. Like, I tried to make him feel better. He was like, leave me alone. Like, being mad, disrespectful. So I'm just like, okay. So I'm like, you know what? I moved. Like, I went with my friend. I was like, you know what? You want to have a stink attitude because nobody did nothing to you. So for me, that's you. For me, that is you. Like, I'm not about to sit here and kiss your butt to tell me what's wrong. So I'm gonna let you relax yourself, and you will talk to me when you're ready. Type shit or whatever. So basically, after that, he talking to me, but now I'm pissed off because it's like I'm trying to talk to you and you being mad disrespectful. Like I did something to you, but I ain't do nothing to you. Like I was coming mad happy. Like you made us miss like 4 trains. Talking about, oh, I'm ready, I'm getting ready, I'm leaving at the house. Like you left at the house like 8 times before you got like the train. We missed like mad trains, so I'm like ready mad, and he was being mad mean to me, and I was getting mad. So like when now he want to talk, now I'm pissed off. So I'm like, leave me alone right now, leave me alone. So then we arguing outside, mind you, we're arguing outside. Like we're arguing there, and I'm like, Michael, relax, leave me alone. Right? So he mad I ain't want to talk to him. So we going inside Jordan building. He let everybody else in, but then he locked me out because I ain't want to talk. Who does that? Feel me? Like, who does that? Like, who gets mad at the person because they don't want to talk over a situation that you started there? Like, who does that? Like, he's really toxic. Like, he's really toxic. Right? So, right? So, I'm not talking about the stuff that I've done because I did do some stuff too. We're going to talk about that another day. We're going to talk about that. Or whatever. So, basically, after that happened, so I came in the room, like he locked me out. It was mad cold. Like it was like the ending of winter, I think. Yeah, I think it was like it was still cold, but it wasn't that cold. But I had on like a little jacket, so I was freezing. So I wanted to go inside the house, go inside his house, right? So basically, oh my god. So basically, after he locked me out twice because he opened it and I woke and he locked me out again. So, like, I don't even know why I put up with this kid. So, he locked me out twice, and then that's when I came in the building and he was like, oh, give me a kiss. So I mushed his face, like, get out of here, like, are you dumb? And then he'd be like, see, this is what we always talk about. Mind you, he's screaming in the hallway, like, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you screaming? Like, mind you, like, if I'm talking mad calm, but he's yelling at me. So my thing is, you yelling at me and I'm talking, now I'm gonna get yelled. Now I'm gonna get loud. Like, you louder than me. Now I'm about to get louder than you. So Jordan then Jordan came like, chill. People live here. So I'm chilling. Like, then he like, nah, I'm out of here. Like, when he get mad, like, he on some real retarded stuff when he get mad. Like, I hate when he gets mad. Like, it really just, it's not cute. Like, he pisses me off when he gets mad. So it's just like, I walked away. I went to go sit on the stairs. So him and Jordan's arguing, like, just let it go. You go upstairs and you have to talk about it. Now he just yelling. So I'm looking at the time. I'm like, you know what? I'm about to just go home. Like, cause my best friend, well, my old best friend, she spent the night at my house. So I'm like, you know what? I'm about to just go home. I don't want to do this no more. I'm just tired of it. I'm done. I just need to stop. Like, I'm tired of arguing. I'm tired of yelling. I'm tired of proving my point. I'm tired of showing my love to you. I'm tired of it. I'm really tired of it. Like, how you started a situation and then get mad at me because I'm mad. Feel me? So I walked away. So he closing the door. He like, you're not leaving. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm not what? Are you dumb? So I'm like, yo, I'm mushing him. I'm trying to get out the door. So I finally got out the door. So I walked away. Like, I walked mad fast. Like, I walk fast when I'm mad. Because it's like, I need to walk away or I'm punch you type. That's how I am. Like, type stuff. Like, I walked away from mad situations. So I'm walking away. So he told my best friend, like, oh, go get her, try to come back. So she's like, no, she's mad. What do you mean? Like, no, none of that, because she on my side, you know. Feel me? So she ran after me, so she woke in. So Jordan ran after me, because now Jordan, he a football player. He mad hockey, so all he hears boom, 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 boom. So I'm getting scared while I'm mad. So I turned around, and it's him. He like, Michael said, come back. He da-da-da. So I'm like, no, tell Michael I said all of that. I'm tired of him. I'm done after. So that's when then Michael ran, and then that's when he pulling me. He's pulling me by the garbage. Like, he's pulling me by it stink. Like, no, nobody went there. So he talking, he like, I'm on the phone with my mom, because my mom is like, oh, where you at? So I'm like, all right, mom, I'm coming. Mind you, because at the time, I had to do something. So I had to be home at like 8 o'clock. So, boom. He like, nah, talk to me. And I'm like, no, just get away from me. Like, I'm really, really done with you. Like, I'm done with you. I'm done. I don't want to be with you no more type stuff. So he's mad. And I'm like, nah, I'm tight now. Because they keep pulling me. Like, just let me walk. Like, just let me move. Like I don't want to be by no damn garbage. It stink. All types of other stuff. Because it was like, it was like a supermarket right there. So it was like mad supermarket foods back there, and it stunk. Like nobody want to be by no damn old food. Like that's nasty. Like nobody want to be by that. Like that's disgusting. So I'm like, just leave me alone. I want to go home. We can talk about it later. He was not letting me leave. Like every time he and me arguing, and I want to leave, and I want to walk away from that situation, he won't let me leave. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, why? So, excuse me. So, basically, so I'm like, get off me. So I push him. I'm like, I'm leaving you. I'm done. At that point, I was like, I'm done. So he got mad, started screaming, or whatever, in the street or whatever. And me and my friend looked back like, yo, what's going with him? Like, he's crazy. Like, Michael is crazy. He's loca. Like, crazy. Or whatever. Like. So, like, here's the time. It was so funny, because I was crying. Because it was like, I was crying. And he was crying at the same time. So it was like, you know, we care for each other. But I was at the point, like, I was so embarrassed. Because, like, I never argue outside. Like, I never argue outside. Even when we got into, like, that little argument at McDonald's. And he slammed McDonald's door. And everybody turned around. And they was like, nah, what you do? Like, I don't like that. Like, I don't like attention. I don't like that. Like, I don't like that. I don't like people being in my business. And I don't like attention. I don't do that. I don't like that. Sorry, I don't do that. That's another thing. Like, he like attention. And he like people knowing your business. I don't like that. Like, for me. Like, I don't like that at all. Like, that's not the type of person I am. I don't like people being in my business, and I don't like people telling me about my relationship, and I don't like people that's getting in my relationship that's telling me, oh, what your boyfriend is doing, or if I'm dating a girl, what your girlfriend is doing. I do not like that. That's not me. That's not the type of person I am, or whatever. So I'm walking home, and he texting me like he's blowing up my phone. He's blowing up my phone. Like, he is blowing up my phone. Like, who does that? Like, you mad, I'm mad. You want to blow up my phone? Like, took my babe, I'm sorry. Like, bro, are you serious? Are you serious? Like, I'm looking at my phone and I'm laughing. Like, why are you calling me, blowing up my phone, all this other stuff? Like, at this point, we like, how many months? We're like 4 months, and I'm not happy no more. I'm not happy no more. Like, I'm just done with him. I don't want to be with him. But, you know, we fixed it. And we was good. But, you know, I'm still not happy. Like, it's like, whatever. Like, I'm with you. Type stuff. But I was not happy in that relationship. Until, like, I was happy until about 3.5 months. But after, like, I was happy till that 4th month. And then after that big argument we had outside, I was not happy no more. So, it was like, we was together for 2 more months. So, let me get to it. Let me finish. So him and Jordan. So Jordan fixed it too. Cause Jordan, Michael, he don't know how to like explain his feelings or whatever. I don't need that, you know. I don't need that, but this is another thing. That's why 2 zodiac signs not supposed to go out, because me and Michael are both Leos. Don't do that. You're not supposed to go out with your zodiac sign. But we was like, we both Leos, but we like 2 different months. Like, he's an August Leo, I'm a July Leo. But you're not supposed to go out with your sign. But you know, I didn't listen. I don't care. It's a boy, right? So it was just thinking, like, I just come on thinking, like, we mad serious. Like, you spent the night with me. Like, it was stuff that, like, I never did with a boy, but I did with you type stuff. Not like that. Don't get that idea. Because y'all niggas be thinking some crazy... You know what? I'm going to just do that later. Y'all niggas be thinking some crazy stuff, you know? So, basically, I was just thinking, like, you know, I did mad stuff with you. Like, I don't want to leave you. But I was not happy. But I wanted to be with him. I was mad confused. Like, I was just, at that point, I was just mad, sad, and mad over it. And stuff. So, now at this time, I'm going to continue. Now I'm going to go to Jordan. I'm going to come back to Michael. Me and Jordan met from school, and we was all cool, and we was all fun and games and stuff, you know. And then he became my best friend, and then Jordan liked me for a little while. I liked the Jordan a little bit, but then I liked that Michael, so I went with Michael. I didn't want to go with Jordan. I went with Michael. So we just became best friends. But me and Jordan wasn't on, like, you know, that best friend benefits, disrespectful stuff. Nah, it was nothing like that. Like, me and Jordan had, like, a cool relationship. We was, like, it was like Lee and Elle from like the kissing booth. Like we did mad stuff together, and it wasn't on no disrespectful liking each other type stuff. Like no, he knew his place and I knew my place because he was talking to my best friend at the time, and we knew each other's place, and we not gonna. She has clothes on, so don't mind that, guys. My phone died. It's on 10%. I gotta get my charger. So let me hurry and finish it before it dies. So basically, me and Jordan, we was on some cool stuff, and then me and Michael didn't like our relationship, but you know, like I didn't care what I didn't care if he didn't like it or not, because it was never on some disrespectful stuff. And Michael didn't tell me he had a girl best friend too, so you know, until I found out, and I didn't care. Like for me, she knew her place, and for me, because it was never. I never disrespected Michael on a place with another boy. Never did that. Never did that because I feel like I do that. Like if I feel like if I want to be with another boy, like why would I date you type thing. That's how I am. Oh my god, I keep doing this wrong. That's how I am. So that's how I am. So I used to tell him like, you know, miss the whole thing. Hey, you should not be with somebody where you know like you're gonna have like another person in the picture or something like that. For whatever, we could just be friends, but you know. But back to me and Jordan. So basically, then we stopped. When after me and Michael broke up, we got into a big argument, and that's how me and Jordan stopped being friends. And I didn't care because it was like I need a break from everybody for me. But me and Jordan, I texted him because I wanted to know if he got summer school. But when he said he didn't, then that's when me and Jordan started talking again. But we're cool now. Like we're not like how we was, but like we respect each other and stuff. And that's how it is. And, you know, it's just like sometimes you need a break from somebody, then y'all could be good. Oh my god, that's how then y'all could be good. But yeah, back to me and Michael. So I broke up with Michael. Like we was about to make 7 months. I know I broke up with him right before our anniversary. And y'all can say DTB, I don't care, whatever. So I broke up with him because it was like I wasn't happy, and I kept on seeing like the same pattern that was going on. Like I'm not saying everything was on Michael. I'm not gonna do that. It was some of it was me because I have a nasty attitude. But like, what female don't have a nasty attitude for me? And he did put up with a lot of stuff, but I never put him in situations where he put me in type thing for me. So I broke up with him. I wasn't happy, and I hated his guts for a long time. Even though I broke up with him. Then after we broke up, he got into a relationship. Like right after we break up, like I knew it was somebody else, but I didn't know who it was type thing. Like I knew it was somebody he was talking to, but I just didn't know who it was until I found out. Plus, I didn't even know he had a girlfriend. My friend told me. Like, you know that type of friend that thinks that you care, but you really just don't care. I mean, and then my parents come asking me about him, like my godparents. That's why I stopped going over there, because it was just like, that's what he talked about. And so I went over there, and they had me thinking about like us, and I started crying. So it was like, I didn't cry. Like when I actually broke up with him, I didn't cry. I just didn't care. But then it's like after, you know, like your parents do stuff to make you cry. Like that's how I was. They made me cry or whatever. So that's what happened. And then he texted me like, he texted my father. He was like, he missed me or whatever. So I texted him like, whatever, we cool or whatever. Cause like I spoke to somebody now. I'm like, we cool or whatever, but don't do that. Don't say you miss me. Don't do none of that. Cause we're good. So we have a good relationship now. We're friends now. Me and Jordan is cool. I still keep in contact with his mother and his family. He still can keep in contact with mine. Cause I'm not the type of person to be like, oh yeah, you don't text my family. Like if you text them like, hey, how you doing? That's y'all business or whatever. But just don't cross the line. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what happened between me and Michael. And the reason I did this today is because people still be asking me what happened between me and Michael, and I'm tired of being like, oh my god, this is what happened, da 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 da. Like for me, so I made a video, and people asked me what happened between me and Jordan. So I made a video about it too. I put it all in together. So thank you guys for listening to me. Thank you guys for people that understand what I went through. Thank you for understanding. For people that have negative things for me, thank you. Well, it's Naya. See you next time I make another video. I don't know when I'm gonna make another video, but yeah, deuces.